all your stuff down, A&R and DNDN. I'm writing all your stuff down, and we'll take a look at that one in a little while. But right now, what I'd really like to do is bring in our guest, again, Patty Edwards works for Trutina Financial. She's the Chief Investment Officer. She's been there for about 3.5, 4 years. And I'll tell you what, Patty is one of the best analysts that you will find out there. CNBC is extraordinarily lucky to have her. She is very, very knowledgeable. She works with, she teaches CFA courses. She is a CFA, I believe. And she comes out and really comes out firing with her opinion. Doesn't take any guff from anybody, especially when it comes on the shows. She's very clean in her explanations. And I really enjoy talking with her and chatting with her. She's very active on Twitter. Some of you may or may not be working with her and see her on Twitter. She's at Patty Edwards, in case you want to follow her. But I'm really thrilled and excited to talk with her. We've talked many, many times offline, and she's a native Californian. She's from this area. She lives up in the Seattle area now. So, but I really enjoy chatting with her, talking with her. She's got an enormous amount of knowledge. She's got great experience, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this today. Patty, you there?
I'm here, but boy, do I have a big lead-in to fill here. Am I unmuted now?
Okay. How about Patty, you there?
I'm here. Are you there?
Okay, I think I had a problem with my microphone. Sorry about that. Can you hear me, Patty?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Great. Okay.
Yay!
Did I just get cut out, or was my whole spiel completely lost?
Oh no, I heard it.
Oh,
I don't know how I'll live up to it, but I heard it.
Patty, thanks for joining in with us today. I really appreciate it. I think everybody's really happy to have you over here today. So I just kind of wanted to give everyone a sample or taste of what you do, or where you're at in talking about markets and stuff. And I mean, we've had, as I said, we've had some chats online, really great discussions about things. And I kind of wanted to start and talk about one of your favorite areas, and that would be retail. What do you think about how things are going, printing so far with earnings in this regular season? You don't have to be specific on any particular company. What's your view on retail right now, and where you think we're headed into the holiday season? Because this is kind of like an area. This is the time where these retailers are getting themselves inventoried and ready to go for Christmas. What do you think about that?
It's been very interesting when I've been out walking the malls. My boys love going with me on the weekends, and I'm saying that sarcastically because a weekend trip with Mom means that you get to go to the movies, but you have to walk the mall before you go into the movie. What I'm seeing is that there are a lot of disparities, and this is not going to be one of those seasons where you can just buy retail as a blanket and get away with it. You're going to have to pick and choose, and you're going to have to know why you own what you own. I mean, there are times where you can just buy retail, it doesn't matter, and that's enough for anyone. So, for example, you would think, well, what about key retailers? What I'm seeing in Abercrombie & Fitch, Abercrombie has for years said that they weren't going to do any discounting. The last Star Walk I did, which was about a week ago, I didn't see anything. Well, there might have been a few things, but very little that wasn't discounted in the store. By contrast, American Eagle is just knocking it out of the park, and they've always had a slightly lower price point. You look at the department stores, Macy's, Nordstrom continue to do great work. I think that if you just try and play the high end, though, you could have gotten your face ripped off, because you've got Tiffany's, you've got Coach, which have personal problems, as I like to put it. And even Saks, I don't think, is really going to have their act together. So it's not homogeneous. It's more about the underlying retailer, or rather merchant, the folks who are actually putting it together underneath, as opposed to broad categories at this point in time.
That kind of leads me into one of the other retailers that I did really well. We did really well, as you saw. I mentioned about Michael Kors. That one. I of course live out here in the Southern California area, and a few weeks ago I was out in Century City, which one of my favorite malls. Have you been out there before?
If I have, it's been a very, very long time.
right near Beverly Hills, Century City. It's an outdoor mall. It's absolutely beautiful, and they have literally
I've been there.
all the same stores that you see out on Rodeo Drive, and